Rubbing alcohol is famous for being able to kill bacteria, but there are so many other uses for rubbing alcohol around your home, specifically in the realm of cleaning. One thing to note, in order for rubbing alcohol to be effective at killing bacteria, it has to be at least 60% concentration by volume. So remember, as soon as you start diluting it, you're going to dilute the amount of alcohol you have in your recipe. When you go to the store, you're going to find concentrations ranging anywhere from 70% all the way up to 99%, so just be mindful when you're purchasing and mixing it for different recipes. Here are 10 rubbing alcohol hacks. Stainless steel polish. If your stainless steel is streaky, and you just can't seem to get it back to that beautiful factory shine, add some rubbing alcohol to a spray bottle, and simply spray it on the stainless steel. This goes for large and small appliances, toaster, kettle, fridge, and dishwasher. Once that's done, take a microfiber cloth and buff in an S pattern, going with the grain, and you'll see that you get that nice stainless steel shine. Electronics. If you want a quick and easy way to disinfect your electronic items, specifically, ones with non-porous surfaces, the easiest thing you can do is just get yourself a rubbing alcohol wipe. You can pick these up in the first aid aisle at most pharmacies. You should try and get one that have at least a 70% alcohol dilution, to maintain bacteria-killing efficacy. To use these, simply open and apply to any non-porous surfaces on your electronics, making sure that you don't get into any of those cracks or crevices where a leak can happen. Ice pack. If you don't happen to have an ice pack handy, and you're looking for a pliable ice pack, you can make your own in a pinch. Get yourself a Ziploc freezer bag, and add a 2-to-1 ratio of water to rubbing alcohol. So, for example, if you have a 1-gallon zipper lock bag, you can add 2 cups of water and 1 cup of rubbing alcohol. When you seal the bag, you want to make sure you get as much air out of it as possible, then stick this in the freezer. Rubbing alcohol won't completely freeze, which means you'll get a bendable and moldable ice pack. DIY jewelry cleaner. Whenever I bring home a new pair of earrings, I always clean the post and the backing with rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol can do a lot more for jewelry, but just to be clear, not for all types of jewelry. This is specifically for gold, silver, and stones that can tolerate this kind of cleaning. I know for myself, I'm constantly putting on hand cream and my rings get a little dull and lackluster over time. What I like to do is put my rings into about a 1/4 to 1/2 cup of rubbing alcohol, along with a teaspoon of dish soap. I'll stir this combo together, and let everything sit for a few minutes. Then, I'll fish them out, plug my sink, and using a cleaning toothbrush, gently scrub them. Finally, rinse under running water and pat to dry. Honestly, once this is done, my rings sparkle like the night sky, like a firecracker, like the day he proposed, and I really liked it. Glass and mirror cleaner. Another reason why rubbing alcohol is so great is because it is fast drying. It's also a solvent, which means that it can dissolve sticky things. A great place to use rubbing alcohol is on glass and mirrored surfaces. Specifically, if you're someone who likes to style your hair in front of a mirror and you use a lot of hairspray, this is the solution for you. Alternatively, maybe you have some sort of sticky splatter on your windows that you just can't seem to get rid of. Well, if it's a centralized spot, put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a cloth and focus on that area, or if it's a larger mess, simply spray the surface with rubbing alcohol and let it sit for a minute, then just wipe it away. Eyeglass cleaner. If you don't want to spend a fortune on eyeglass cleaner, and by a fortune, I mean anything more than 5 cents, you can easily make your own. Get yourself a little spray bottle, fill it 3 parts with rubbing alcohol, 1 part with water, and add a drop, and when I say a drop I mean like a teardrop-sized drop, of dish soap. Give that a good shake and voila, you have an eyeglass cleaner. When you're cleaning your glasses, you want to make sure that you're using a flat weave microfiber cloth as opposed to your shirt or a paper towel, which can create micro scratches on your glasses. Degreaser. Rubbing alcohol is also a terrific degreaser, so anything from a sticker to a sticky oily spot on your overhead exhaust, rubbing alcohol can deal with it. The way that you're going to apply it is so simple. You just put a little bit on a cloth or paper towel and apply it, but you need to make sure that when you apply it the surface is fairly damp because rubbing alcohol dries quickly. Alternatively, you can spray it onto the surface and let it sit for a couple of minutes before wiping it off. Now, the one thing to know is rubbing alcohol is flammable, so it's important to make sure that when you're using rubbing alcohol you're not using it around an open flame. Chrome polish. Since we know that rubbing alcohol brings out that special shine on stainless steel and chrome, it's also great to use on your kitchen sink. If you notice there are water spots, or you really want to get that nice beautiful shine when you finish cleaning your sink, you can finish up by adding some rubbing alcohol. You can do this either with a spray bottle or by just putting some directly on a cloth and using that to buff and shine the faucet, the fixture, and the sink itself. Now the nice side benefit of this is it's a great way to offer two-step cleaning in your kitchen. If you've cleaned your sink using regular cleaning methods, and you want to add that extra disinfecting punch, finish off with rubbing alcohol.